straight? You straight?
I just had an idea.
What?
What about it's like, welcome back to the Ryan Leach, and then you're like, nah, okay, never mind. Let's just go.
Anyway.
Oh, I love that.
He don't like my ideas, so it is what it is.
What you mean? I'll be rocking. All right, don't do your thing.
No, it's your podcast.
Keep all this in there. Keep all this in there.
It's your podcast. No, I'm just playing.
Keep all this.
Hey man.
Welcome back to the Ryan Leach podcast.
Hey man, it's been a minute. That's all I gotta say. It's been, I miss talking to the people. You know what I'm saying? It's been about a month. Whole lot of changes happening. We back in Houston now, as y'all can see. Y'all, the location. We back to square one. So you know what I'm saying? We just been. I like to introduce a new guest too, though. We with Patience. Y'all already know Christian. And,
how are you guys?
Tell us about yourself a little bit.
I just graduated from the University of Oklahoma with a bachelor's in science, in psychology. What else? I'm moving actually next week to Houston.
She coming to the city, man. She coming to the city.
Gonna get my MBA at University of Houston.
Yes,
congratulations.
man. Boss moves.
Working lady.
Thank you.
Now, Jarissa, we know you just graduated too. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, what did you graduate for?
Yeah, I got a business administration, bachelor's in business administration. So with that, you want to carry on to the HR, do a little bit of things like that, possibly go into law.
You working. Mm-hmm. Nah, I just graduated too, man, May. So, I got a, mass communications degree. So, I'm just ready to get in my TV news radio bag. Y'all already know what I'm doing. I've been applying for like Montana, Iowa, West Virginia, Arkansas. Connecticut is where I'm trying to go, hopefully. Nah, not the place, but that's where the job I want. That's where the job. Where else I been?
Need a milli or the degree don't mean nothing.
Yeah, facts. I said if I ain't making M, the degree don't mean shit, man.
Gotta be careful with them spirits in Connecticut.
Well, hold on, what you mean?
Yeah, that's where city is get all their shit, their commentary and all their little events be happening in Connecticut. Careful out there, them crazy ass white people.
Shit, put me on something. Man, so Tyler the Creator just dropped this Friday, man. Yes, like I said, I'm not the biggest Tyler fan, but I understand he one of the biggest rappers in the world. So, I'll pass this to Christian. Have you listened to the tape, bro?
I listened to the tape. That boy back, Wolf Haley back. But definitely, I told people, I was like, I think after he dropped Igor, I think he set out to do specifically what he was trying to do, showing he could do it musically, like with Flower Boy and Igor, and it was both of them was different. And even though Flower Boy was received I would say more better than Igor, even though Igor was nominated. But even he
Flower
said
Boy too, didn't he?
Yeah, well, I think so. I don't remember.
Well, nominated.
I know he won best rap album. Even though he even said he was like,
no rap album.
It's not. He was like, it don't make no sense. But I definitely love both Flower Boy and Wolf are probably my favorite. But this album, I told people after Igor he was gonna get back in his rap bag, and I'm just so glad that he did, and I think he did it very well. And I did not know he was gonna do like a Gangsta Grills mixtape.
Yeah, that was hard. The Gangsta Grills.
And especially with Young Boy on this, he did his thing, bro. Yeah,
I know how you be hating on Young Boy.
I do not be hating.
I don't give it up for my nigga, bro.
I'm not even gonna.
You don't like Young Boy?
It's not that I don't like him. That's a whole nother. We ain't gonna get into that. But I just feel like he dropped. Long story short, for me, my problem was he dropped too much. He literally dropped like 5 albums within a span of like a year. In 2018, I think he dropped
all fire.
Nah.
They was all good.
But
they were all solid.
You appreciate that somebody that you don't really mess with like that could
let that be.
Yeah, because I told him, I was like, you never heard. I'm not saying that he did. I didn't say he stepped out of his style or like he didn't do like the melodic thing, but you never heard him on this type of music. Like that song was not like a song that like normally he would get on. That's what I'm saying. So, but he definitely did his thing, and I really like the verse. And bro, he had Ty Dolla Signs on that. That's a hit. Honestly, that's a hit.
Got Lil Uzi on there, Pharrell, Lil Wayne.
I ain't listened yet.
I listened to a few. I just listened to the ones with the artists on there that I like. But shout out to him. He doing his thing. Dababy actually dropped a single this Friday too. Red Light, Green Light. I fuck with it. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? I know Dababy been getting a lot of heat recently, man. I know people been on him a little bit. What you think about the single, bro?
It was solid. I mean, my thing is like this. I feel like when you overplay the snippets, people get too anticipated, and then when the song come out, it's not as good as you anticipated it.
I keep thinking about that tweet when somebody was like, I messed with Lil Baby. Suge was 5, but I didn't know he was gonna drop that whole 50 more times.
It's about Dababy, yeah, fat. Yeah, that nigga dropped. He made about 50 Suges. I ain't gonna lie.
And he did like, I want to say like maybe like 3 different videos for Suge.
No, she's saying it's the same version, like
Suge. Yeah, because I mean, but I mean, at the same time, you can't be mad at somebody to stick to their sound. If they do it well and it, they got an audience for it, then hey, you can't be mad at it, But
nigga, switch it up sometimes.
But
that's what he recently tweeted out. He trying to get Jay-Z on the song. He's like, who I gotta talk to get Jay-Z? It's like, nigga, Jay-Z ain't hopping on them. Little
boom, 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 boom. Like, no, we not
Jay-Z ain't getting on them flutes and shit, nigga.
Was it Bullwinkle? What's them called?
Them Bullwinkle. I know what you're trying to say.
Talking about nobody jumping on that Scooby Doo beat.
Scooby Doo beat.
Oh yeah. God.
But nah, I don't want that song. But I definitely, I'll say this: because most likely, if Dababy and Jay-Z were to make a song, it's gonna be that old school East Coast vibe. They gonna loop a old like 80s song or a 70s song, and it's gonna be that boom bap. And if Dababy, honestly, it could surprise people if he executed it well.
To switch it up.
Yeah, with Jay-Z, like Jay-Z, a different rapper. He a different rapper, bro.
But then to get to Jay-Z, you know who signed to Jay-Z, Megan is they represented by each other. So it's like, nigga, you done burnt your bridge with Megan, so how you gonna get on with Jay-Z?
We'll see.
But nah, speaking of that, recently Dababy and Megan Thee Stallion got into it on Twitter, man. She was basically trying to say like, a lot of these industry niggas, they be acting cool with you behind closed doors, but then they go and do some other things. So basically referencing him being on the track with Tory Lanez. It's a lot of things that could be said. I'm gonna pass it to you, bro. How you feel? Who you feel is at fault here? Do you feel Megan has the right to be mad at Dababy, or
she definitely does? But how I felt about it was, as far as I know, the song is old. I think they made this song when Tory was still under contract with whatever label he was with. So now he's independent. He got it cleared. It was out of Dababy's hands. Like, it wasn't, it was probably in the hands of Tory and his management team or whatever, and they got it clear. So, at the end of the day, like, I do believe in the whole, business is business thing, but I do know how she feel. Like, she may have some intel that we don't. Like, she on the inside, like, he probably was on, like, oh, yeah, like, fuck that nigga type shit, but then the song dropping, you, like, and then there's a video. But I think they were working on that, too, before the whole, so I don't even know, man. It's a lot of, even with their situation, it's a lot of stuff I didn't.
I feel like also, even if he did do it old, like how he like dismisses her, like their relationship seemed to be so close, but like how he dismisses it as being like none of his business. But like obviously that man shot her in the foot. You should feel more adamant to like speak out about like domestic violence like that and be like I did this song before and I don't mess with him no more. Like how Kalani or whatever took him off the verse or whatever. She like is adamant to say like I don't mess with this, but he want to be like I'm not in it. Like why you not in it?
I feel that. It's the same thing when like you got two friends that's beefing, but you still.
The Megan argument. She's like, nigga, this ain't no industry rap beef. I got shot in the foot. It's not like because like somebody you was saying earlier, it's not like when Nicki and Cardi was beefing and Megan did the song with both, and then some fans was like, "Why? Well, you did a song with," but they're like, "Nigga, this ain't no industry. This ain't no rap beef. I got shot
like
for real."
Neither of them shot each other. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the end of the day, bro. Was it Chris threw a bottle at Drake and they made a song later on, or Drake threw a bottle at Chris?
Nigga, that's a shooting.
I know. I'm just saying, like,
they was beefing over the same shorty, throwing bottles in the club. Chris was trying to really put the hands on Drake.
That's a whole different story with him.
There's another situation that just happened with him.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
But yeah, bro. I mean, I hope one day.
It's that coke.
That
should change him for real.
I was talking to one of my homeboys that I make music with. We were talking about that. Like, he probably do. I don't know, but
his face don't look right.
I don't be looking at his face, but he needs to stop putting his hands on women. That's what he needs to stop doing. Yeah. And people need to start he low key like the R. Kelly of our generation. Damn. I mean, as far as like doing all that, but like in the sense of like he's doing something obviously that's in our face. That's like unacceptable, and we're just like still listening to his music.
But okay, but
that's what I mean by I don't mean like he only straight doing what R. Kelly is doing. No,
I feel what you're saying, but it's like it's not like he got
it's not like he was.
I was gonna say it's not like a repeated issue.
Yeah,
like this is like it happens.
It is a repeated issue.
He definitely got some because even before. Now, of course, we had the Rihanna situation.
Before I thought this was the first time since Rihanna that he
no. He had a situation with his baby mama. Then Karrueche had.
That's why she had a.
I want to say restraining order on him. And remember, I
thought she had a restraining order because he was putting his hands on Karrueche.
That's the thing. I don't know.
He was being aggressive. I don't know if he specifically like put his hands on her, but he was being aggressive to a point where she felt like she had to put a restraining order on this man because she was obviously scared.
I would definitely say get this man some therapy and help. But I'm not gonna sit up here and put him on the same level as like R. Kelly. I do agree with you saying though.
Yeah, I see
it is something that needs to be addressed and possibly, like I said, therapy, but.
Y'all, but the black community is ignoring it. That's what I mean.
People still playing at R. Kelly.
Were you not listening to Kelly before?
But that's hard to let go.
Before this like surviving R. Kelly era. Were you not?
I'm different. I'm not gonna speak for every black person, but my mom, like she always been adamant she don't mess with R. Kelly because of that stuff. So no, I didn't grow up listening.
Did you watch? Okay,
I know his songs.
Did you watch the Cosby Show? Did you watch the Cosby Show?
Okay, Bill Cosby is totally different. We're not going to get on this.
I know, but did you watch the Cosby Show?
Yes, I did.
All right, then. So I'm just saying, there's a lot of things that, especially being in that industry, that behind closed doors, there's some things that we do not know that are behind the veil. I'm not saying that.
But Chris Brown's, it's not behind closed doors.
I'm just saying in general with a lot of situations. Now, with Chris, like I said, get him some help, get him some therapy. He definitely needs to stop putting his hands on women. But at the same time, I'm just going to go back to
Should Chris Brown be canceled?
Probably not.
Maybe not canceled, but he needs to.
He needs help.
Well, can somebody help this man?
Hey, he got the money for it.
What we waiting on?
I don't know. All I'm gonna say that
I don't believe in the canceling because everybody deserves a second chance.
But like I said, with this I know, but this repeated stuff, like I said, get him some help. But I don't know all the details and all the other situations because as far as I know, he done dealt with some feisty characters. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, so since they feisty,
I didn't say that. He feisty himself.
Okay.
I'm putting the blame on him too. I'm just saying he done dealt with some feisty characters. He is a feisty character. So get him some help. Get him some. Whatever.
At the end of the day, man, it's always wrong to put your hands on a female in any circumstances.
Facts.
Man.
Shoot up the school. Get him some help.
You saying that's how you sound?
That's what it reminds me of.
Oh no, that's a whole different. But nah.
But nah, we was speaking on female rappers. We was speaking on Megan before this situation. But yeah, Cardi B recently came out and she was just like, what's the tweet, bro? Basically, she's saying that women or female rappers,
they can do any and everything and still be the most disrespected.
Yeah, they said we come with it with our performances, we come with it with our videos, we have to come with it with our lyrics, and like we still getting disrespected. And I kind of agree with her on some extent because it's like, a lot of these rappers ain't rapping like that. They putting out a lot of bullshit. But as soon as a female, we quick to judge a female on her rapping skills. But I feel like when it comes to niggas, we be letting a lot of them slide.
Yeah.
That's facts. They be having weak bars sometimes.
And sometimes they be having weak bars that they didn't write. I mean, but that's the same thing with just it.
But I also think she was referring to like as far as like concerts and stuff, like how a woman has to put in so much effort.
Oh, they got put in the show.
Whatever. And a man,
they can just
walk
be
around the stage.
I remember when Lil Baby did, like, when he was first coming, they was like, he just, the same thing, he just on stage, but it's like.
Yeah. I mean, I would say, what she said, it was disrespectful or something?
Yeah, she said the women rappers are disrespecting.
Yeah, I mean, I would think it's back to like foundations and things like that. Cause yeah, she right in a way, but at the same time, it's like if you really want to speak about it through your music, and cause she do be judging females in her music, and she do be judging
female rappers.
like females in general, just making that competition so aware. And so like you want to talk about disrespectful or whatever, like, you know, and you actually want to talk about then like speak it through your music, speak it through different other ways where it can actually be heard and not just like, I don't know. I just
basically be the change you want to see.
Yeah, like you're gonna get the disrespect because that's what our society is doing, like, and you're feeding into it.
I will say, like, when female rappers come up, they quick to compare them to Nicki. They quick to put them one against. First, it was
because Nicki's the GOAT.
Facts, but it's like, why you always got to put one up against each other? Like,
it could be somebody
when niggas
like
Lil Baby going on a crazy one right now, and yeah, some people is comparing them to Drake, but no one's really trying to start a beef between him and Drake. Like, they cool, they both got on the track. Baby bodied him on the track, but they still cool. You know what I'm saying? But it's like when Nicki and Cardi, I feel like the media started the Nicki and Cardi beef, bro. Like, they got on that track.
Definitely the media started it, but
no, it did escalate to some other shit because they got on that track.
Us women, like, we take it more personal as well.
Yeah.
So it's on a whole different level than if it were two Nick.
Yeah,
like,
a dude say, "Oh man, this man got me on this track. Dang, you did hit them bars. You know, they ain't gonna take it personally." But a woman, you tell me that your verse was better than mine, she gonna feel insulted, and it's gonna be different. Like, the attitude's gonna be different.
I think it's different. Specifically, the reason Nicki coming up in like the era that she came up in, like having first off, you from New York, the capital.
They both from New York.
Well, but in a different era. Yeah. She came up in a different era. Like when Nicki was selling out arenas, having to rap, Cardi was stripping. Like let's just keep it a bean, right? And not to say that I don't know if Cardi write her own stuff, but
Nicki went through that too, though.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Safaree write her shit.
Yeah, well, it was proven. Let's just keep it a bean. Like
it was.
He was.
He put some of like her.
He was right. He wrote some of her hits, bro. It's okay.
Oh, I ain't know that.
And I'm not knocking it because at the end of the day, if somebody did, wrote Drake verse.
Well, yeah, that happened too.
Huh? No, I'm saying, but it's Drake's. I can't hear, anybody else rapping it. I'm just saying. But at the end of it's the work that's being put in. She still got to go out there and rap it. And while she was doing all this, and then it's like, I think it's just to come in and it's just a different time, bro. And it's like she was already being criticized from the get go, and then a lot of people were saying she fucked her way to the top. Nicki specifically.
Facts, they was trying to say she smashed Wayne and shit.
Wayne, the whole Cash Money.
They was trying to say the Young Money ran through it. That's why she had to get on that. I never fucked Wayne. I never fucked. Yeah.
So it's just like, I think it's just different times, also different eras where bars, like specifically, was being respected to now is really not. Nobody gives a fuck what niggas is saying. Double entendres and layered bars. Like
niggas still care.
They care to an extent, but not like they did when Nicki was coming up. So that's why they do it.
Yeah, that was doing like 50 Cent. And stuff like that kind of age.
Yeah, so,
like when you're transitioning from lyric to like actual beats. Like I feel like we've done transition to like beats.
Beats matter more than what lyrics, being said.
Right.
Speaking on what y'all was saying earlier about how like females take it more personal when it on the bars, I feel like the media started. I feel like Nicki and Cardi was cool because remember they hopped on Motorsport.
They wasn't even
cool then.
But hold on, I'm about to tell y'all. But then when Nicki come on that bitch talking about watch your man, you should watch your mouth. Talking about Offset. I don't know if that was true or not, but a lot of people
media is just
guessing. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Media gassed it. They're like, oh, she talking about Offset. She talking about how Cardi can't keep her man right, and then Nicki was playing some other bars in there too. It was like 2-3 things where the media was trying to flip it. So I feel like the media really put them one up on each other, and now it's a whole beef because of it. And they really tried to do the same thing to Megan, but Megan was like, no, I'm not doing that, and she hopped on a song with Nicki to put all that, to put all that shit to bed. But it's crazy though. I feel like
specifically, I feel like it's way more. They try to divide our women way more than like the men. Like of course you're gonna have like that, like you said, like with
if niggas getting rap beefs, they do it. Like that's because they sign a lot of time that should be over a female on the low key, and they don't even, the public don't know. But if niggas start hating on the nigga out of nowhere, you like, damn, whole time the nigga might have stole this girl or something that we just might not be privy to.
Yeah, but when it come to like, I want to say it's more so respect, because I've heard a lot of things where like Nicki was on some was it Joe Budden's?
Yeah,
and she was talking about
that's why she was on Joe ass, because she said she felt like Joe Budden was the one that was pushing that narrative, trying to make Nicki and Cardi B.
Yeah.
And then that's what they was talking about motorsport. They're like, you was on her dissing her on the song. She was like, that wasn't even about Cardi. I'm just rapping. That had nothing to do with her.
Yeah, because they were trying to say like the whole
bitches is press and minister mouth to mouth.
I'm Nick Lombardi. Yeah. They said the bar was supposed to be like it was she Nick Lombardi, like it's supposed to be about Cardi, like it was supposed to be a whole and it was false, and it's just like
she said them
thinking too deep.
Yeah, for real. So
man, now we gonna transition on to that boy Kevin Hart, man. As y'all see, he been talking a lot on Twitter. Okay, he been talking. He been talking a lot on Twitter, man. And recently, he basically just went on a Twitter rant and was basically saying, "Yo, I don't care if y'all think I'm funny or not. I'm the highest grossing comedian of all time." You know, he was stating how he felt, and he's like, "I don't care if y'all think I'm corny, whatever y'all think. I'm in the position I'm in right now." So I want to present to y'all a question. Is Kevin Hart still funny?
Yes. Very.
He's evolving. How about that?
He's very versatile. He's very versatile. And he's not just, and that's the thing, people forget, he's not just a comedian, he's a brand.
No, that's what he was speaking on. Yeah, that's what he was saying. Yeah.
When you think of, don't get me wrong,
he can't make them same jokes he used to make.
Right.
He can't say. I don't even think he can say the R word no more. I ain't even gonna say.
I remember he had to apologize for something about like a gay comment he made like
years ago on Twitter, and he got taken off the Oscars. He was supposed to host the Oscars.
Yeah.
So you know that's the age we coming in today, but nah, he ain't funny no more to me, bro.
I don't really. Yeah, he corny, but
I mean the movies he's in is corny.
Here we go.
It's corny,
bro. But if you a great comedian, you not gonna. What do you mean the movies he's in is corny? Like I seen Big Mama House. If you take it for example, the premise could have been corny, but it never came off that way because Martin Lawrence is such a great comedian. It was just a funny movie.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy is his stuff.
Norbit wasn't corny.
Okay, huh?
Norbit wasn't corny.
That shit is.
That was a very bad example.
Norbit was funny as hell.
It's funny, but it ain't. Bro, that's corny.
No,
it's corny. I didn't say it wasn't funny, but it's still a corny movie.
What kind of name is Respucia?
Come on, bro. Like,
okay, I'm thinking more like his bedtime stories or Daddy Daycare, like you said. Like the movies are funny. That's not corny. Like
no, Daddy Daycare. I mean, it's a real thing. Like at the end of the day,
Dr. Dolittle.
Well, Dr. Dolittle is goated, but Dr. Dolittle corny
because it's like family oriented. Like
exactly corny.
It's corny.
That's what I'm saying. To me, it can't be corny if to me it's either funny or corny. You know what I'm saying? If it's
sometimes funny shit is corny.
Okay, like, to me, corny is like
you trying.
It's just not funny.
But he not.
Trying to make a joke.
But no,
like
that's
his height jokes. Like when he gets on a movie and they make a joke about him being short, is corny as hell. Like, I don't want to hear that. I don't care.
Okay, Cat Williams always playing a pimp. Are you not tired of him playing a pimp? All right, then.
He's good at that.
Okay, and that's what funny in that role.
But it don't matter. And when he was in Jumanji, his shortness played and when he was playing the character in Jumanji, his shortness played a role in that.
I think if Kevin Hart was generally making us laugh, we wouldn't have no beefs with him. We wouldn't have no beefs with
There is no. What is your beef with Kevin Hart?
No, not beef.
Do you hear us talking about any other comedian?
That's what I'm saying.
That's what Ryan's saying, like about how
Mike
he's
Epps,
not playing
Eddie,
no more. No,
none. I'm just gonna be real with you. None of them are as. I'm not saying I don't love these comedians just as much as you do, but I'm saying none of these comedians are in that same lane. One, because these comedians feel like that he's a sellout.
A lot of them jealous. Like a lot of them have been jealous of him.
And they could be on the same shit, but they be like, oh, he sold out, or because the first thing that they want to say is the whole wearing dress or whatever thing. I don't even want to get into
why you keep bringing that? You brought that up. No, we ain't talking about that.
I'm just saying, or whatever. But I'm just saying.
But they feel more of him being a sellout because he's trying to he's
appealing to family.
Writes, exactly. No, he writes like what sells instead of like doing his craft.
He ain't raw like he was no more. Like he ain't.
But he also has limits to what he could say now as well.
Exactly. He a father of 3, and he's so big.
He the only comedian.
Comedians don't got kids.
Thank you. He the only comedian that's ever had a kid.
I'm not saying that.
Media scrutinized this man like skin to bone. Like this man, he was scrutinized. So
Kevin Hart?
he probably got some. Yeah, he probably got some trauma.
First of all, he was cheating on his girl and got caught. Like he brought that shit on
This
him.
nigga gotta watch the way he talks.
If you honestly, if Kevin Hart was really that raw, he would have came. He made a couple jokes about. Now he didn't even joke about that shit really, but he mentioned his relationship a couple times. Yeah. If he was really trying to still prove, he would have came and made some jokes. I bet them shits would have been funny.
Remember his?
I bet them shits would have been funny though.
If he wanted to still be married, he wouldn't make the joke.
Right? Like you have to adjust to the lifestyle you living in.
I'm just looking at it as like this, bro. He is bigger than just comedy. You know what I mean? He has put on a lot of people in the game, and even with like all right, all these other comedians hating on Tiffany Haddish too, right? And
cause she was.
I ain't gonna get started on her, bro.
What
she setting our people, but okay, I actually I'm glad you brought that up because she over here she agreed with Monique talking about I don't think women should be wearing bonnets to public places. It's about respecting. Hold on. It's about respecting yourself.
But every movie she
this the same woman who brought fried chicken to the Met Gala. Talking about respecting yourself.
Damn, I'll bring some fried chicken.
See, this is our problem.
Anyway, I feel like a lot of people took what Monique said out of context. But because I also agree with. I agree. That's what I'm saying. I grew up the same way.
Bro, my mama don't like do-rags. My mama would be like, "Don't wear that fucking do-rag."
But the woman who brought fried chicken
to Walmart or out and about, that's for when you go to sleep and like. So
the woman who that's cool if you say it. The woman who brought fried chicken to I don't want to hear you talking about nothing that's ratchet, nothing that's out of pocket. You brought fried chicken to the Met Gala, bro. You can't speak on nothing else.
She didn't want that bougie ass food. You don't, bro. It's a joke. Bro. See, I can
$24 for a fucking.
You don't see how that's making
fountain water and some fries.
She want to come off as the ratchet black girl stereotype. You front of all these white pip. You see, bro. That don't look like you tap dancing in front of the white folks. I don't give off tap dancing vibes.
Like she the damn
you in front of a whole white people and you bringing fried chicken. Oh, I'm the loud black girl. I'm this, I'm that.
See, Monique was doing that, but she was doing it in the movies.
Yeah, Monique did have that. It's different if you the movie though.
But she didn't go out in public.
Yeah, like she wasn't doing all that extra.
She don't be on.
Yeah.
But see, a lot of people, even with Monique,
and she speaks out on like things,
real issues.
Yeah, she opens her mouth in.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's just the fact of like you got to remember like where this girl has come from. Like Kevin Hart was talking about. She was like. Yeah. You know, all these people hating on her because she where she at, but she put in the work to get where she at, regardless of whatever.
I'm not. Yeah.
No, I respect her for getting her money. Like you get your money however you feel like you. But
and it's like, ain't that? I'm not saying like don't let the like. I'm not saying like the money is like the main thing, but like, did you just want to be the comedian known for one special and like that's it? And like just there's like you raw, you funny, like yeah, but it's like.
So you want to make the money by portraying as some ghetto black girl?
No, that's not what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, bro, she got to a certain level now because of the work that she put in when she wasn't.
And we not discrediting none of that.
But that's what. But Cat Williams was doing that, like talk about him or Kevin and
Cat Williams, yeah,
and he was wild, and it's like I love Cat.
You can peep the jealousy.
And it's like, and sometimes, and that's what I'm saying. Sometimes it just come off as envy. Even Mike Epps,
facts.
And I love Mike Epps. I love all like a lot of these. Don't get me wrong. I do feel like there are people who are way funnier and they still keep that same rawness.
Thank you.
But Kevin Hart is the GOAT right now. If you telling me
what makes him the GOAT,
bro,
because he can be versatile.
Yeah, bro, he's more like I said.
That doesn't make him
he's
the
selling boxers. Man. He got a podcast.
Just because he's selling boxers, that makes him the GOAT.
Heart Productions. He done put a bunch of people on that are even they still got some rawness to them. So it's like he don't have to be that no more. He don't have to be that.
He don't have to be funny no more.
I'm not saying he's still funny. He's funny to a different level. He's got dad funny. He got 3. I'm not saying
that dad funny ain't funny though, bro.
It's not funny to a lot of us, but it sells.
Funny to the white.
So who it ain't funny? Yep. I was about to say that's what the thing is.
That's where the money at.
He's saying
why is it we're getting now? We're like you said, it ain't all about money, but that's all you've talked about this entire little point.
I'm just saying, he don't have to necessarily appease. I'm not saying like don't like.
You could keep dropping your stand ups, keep doing your thing, but don't be mad when black folks come out and say they don't like it. Like he really feels some type of way when people come at him about.
He's saying like people be like, oh, he's not funny at all, which is false. Like,
that's false. Yeah,
it's just false.
I think a man just trying to grow. He probably in therapy, like I said, been through some trauma, like in therapy talking about his kids or like why they don't like him or something like. Whatever the case, the divorce or what was it with his wife or the cheating, all that kind of stuff. Like you have to like reflect on yourself, and that a part of reflection is changing. You know, his comedy sitcoms.
He got a couple different He got a couple different networks. He's just himself. He's a brand. He's he was a.
So what rawness can he not talk about now that he's married? Like what's stopping him from getting back to? I mean, not married, but now that he has a family.
I mean, you knew he was 4 tweets shy of being a perfect individual in the media. He was 4 tweets. That's what Dave Chappelle even said. He was 4 tweets shy of being perfect. But then because of that, whatever, the Oscar. So he trying to stay on the, as some people, they may say it's whitewash, but it's straight and narrow. It's just. But
you could call your daughter a hoe.
If you telling me upset about this.
You could call your daughter a hoe. Why you
upset? Okay, but all I'm saying is this, right? It's dad humor. It's just dad humor. Like, don't get me wrong. If you take it as he really called his daughter, I didn't take it as like he called his daughter a hoe.
He said, "Oh, she a hoe."
No, because he said, bro. One day she was like, "I like this boy."
I heard the joke.
All right, so I'm just saying he was like, so on the third boy in a week. Whole activity.
He's just saying what most of y'all wouldn't say out loud.
And you just laughed. That is funny.
That was a cool joke.
Okay, you can't say that.
I'm just saying you can't say that Kevin Hart don't want to keep it raw no more, and he just got an audience to keep up, and then he calling his daughter a hoe.
Okay, but he got enough rawness, but he still, when it comes to getting that, like in a different in different shit, like Mike Epps not gonna try to play the like. I'm not saying he don't have those roles because like he got some roles, but he's just it's just a different. It's a level.
Why you keep calling Mike Epps out?
Because I'm talking about the people who have given, who's been in the media and given Kevin Hart hate about it.
Okay.
Nah, they will.
Mike Epps, Cat Williams, probably more than that. But those are the two main ones that I just feel like always like.
They hate.
He a sellout. He this. Even so, it's just like.
Man, let's get on another topic though, bro. We have a serious epidemic hitting the black community, man. Like we ain't seen nothing like this since crack in the '80s, bro.
Relax.
Crack baby.
Tripping.
These BBLs is hitting the streets hard, man. A recent tweet showed that it was about 20 to 30 women getting on a plane from the Dominican Republic, El Santiago, to Atlanta. I just had to mention that. That's the city I'm going to Atlanta, Georgia, man.
All your business.
Facts. I'm gonna be all you women that's getting the BBL in Dominican Republic, man. I'm gonna be there July 16th through the 20th. But anyways, though, so we've been seeing a lot of these BBLs, man. It was reported, on the tweet, it looked like 20 to 30 women was getting on the plane from Dominican Republic to Atlanta, Georgia, and they was in wheelchairs from a recent, a surgery, the BBLs. So I pose this question to the women: why are these things hitting? Why are so many women getting BBLs? And would y'all ever consider getting one?
Go ahead.
They went quiet for real.
Like I said, Instagram, like us and our social media, like how social media impacts our generation now. Like that's what, the Insta famous women, that's what they look like. And so in order to look like that, to attract a certain type of man that you're wanting, like you got to have ass. So therefore,
but should you even want a man that only wants you for your BBL?
It's not that they only want you for that, but say
if you have to get a BBL to attract a man, should you even get one?
I'm not.
Should you even want that?
But listen, that's why it's skewed in society, because these females, they feel insecure. So when insecurity is brought up, we don't give a fuck. Like
they
if you like BBL, then
exactly.
Anyway. Oh, sorry. Oh, I thought you said watch my mouth.
Oh no, scoot over.
Y'all was done?
Will I get a BBL? Man,
I said basically. So y'all saying they got to get a BBL? Y'all basically said y'all niggas need to get this BBL to get them little babies, get them Hardens, get them Hoopers on them, and get the.
I don't necessarily think it's just any it's even a famous person. Like yes, famous people. Yes, in order to get to them, if that's what your goal is. Yes, but also I just think overall any man like.
Any man?
That's just because maybe not just the people I'm around, I see like that's like they're not talking to no girl with no flat booty. Come on now.
Man,
I ain't denying that.
Don't.
it's not about. But okay, but my thing is like, what you mean explain?
Explain how it's different. Like, explain how you see it differently. Just because you feel a certain type of way, that's not how the overall. Man
I know how it's portrayed in the media and how it just specifically.
It's more than the media. It's in real life.
No,
though.
I know.
Like, I've been around some niggas who we were like, damn, she fine. Soon as she turn around, niggas ain't wanting no part of that no more.
But I mean, that's some niggas. I'm just saying, bro. I feel like when it comes,
would
to
you
like,
prefer your woman to have a butt or no butt?
Okay, but then we talk about
everyone answer.
No. Then we talk about preferences.
We talked about this on episode.
What?
Yeah.
But now we're talking about preference. But yeah, I mean, I like ass. Like,
yeah, you and a lot of niggas do. So we can't. When a woman want to go get an ass, this is my thing, and you know.
But I'm not
like
saying that. I'm not saying that you. Like, I'm not about to be like, if you ain't got no ass, you gotta go get some ass
Facts.
shots or
I
BBL to be attractive to me. No, I like.
Christian, but I'm not saying that's how. I'm glad that you feel like that.
I just want you to know that there are.
You saying it's other niggas like him out there?
It's not.
No, it's other niggas who like.
It's just men
you saying
in
why
general.
Think differently from you. How is that you?
We agree on the same shit. We both want. My thing is, I'm not judging on the surgery, and neither is you.
No,
but I'm saying,
do you?
At the end of the day, yeah, I like my woman with ass. I like her to look a certain way. But if the woman don't and she got to go get a BBL, I'm not finna judge her. Like, okay, go do your thing.
I'll just be honest.
My thing is though, it was just crazy seeing all those women lined up. Like, I'm like, wow, this is really a thing. Like, it's like I think it's gonna be documentaries about this shit.
I'm dated every shape. So my thing is, I do not care necessarily. You know, I've dated. You know, some. I guess you could say BBWs, whatever. I've dated BBWs. I've dated slim thick. I've dated girls that was track built, however you want to call that. It's just my thing is like I don't like that it's gotten to this, but there are men out here who. You know, you got some cellulite, whatever, the hip dip.
So this has been when this shit get flipped on the men, and you know,
shit that we can't control.
No, I'm about to say when they start coming with them dick implants, and you see 100 niggas lined up for that, niggas can't say nothing no more.
Yeah, y'all need to shut up after that.
Don't say y'all.
Don't say y'all. I'm not saying nothing about me. I'm not saying nothing about the BBLs, but I'm just, especially even like with like like with breast stuff and like implant stuff. Like I feel like when a shorty get like a breast reduction surgery because it's fucking with her back and it's necessary, cool.
Yeah.
But when you telling me you want to go get some plastic shoved up your titties, like, and your titties are fine how they are. Like,
but they feel differently.
I know. I'm just saying. But sometimes I feel like it's because somebody not telling them that they love the way that they are. That's all I'm saying. I will always stand on that. Even like with Summer Walker, I felt like she was beautiful how she was, right? And yes, Summer Walker was my baby. I'm like, damn, like who didn't tell her that she was beautiful how she was with her big ass nose? I don't give a fuck. I got a big ass nose. You can talk about my nose, my forehead, my head big, whatever.
Man, it's all about foundation. Like if you have the foundation and your mentality straight and you know what you want after life, that like we can't speak on people that want to just be a follower. We can't.
Yeah.
If you seeing all these girls, if you a female and you seeing all the women, all these rappers dating women with them things on them, but that's gonna want to get.
But that's the same thing. Why that's probably the same thing flipped with to the men. That's probably why Drake probably felt like he had to go get his abs done because y'all want a nigga that's 6 foot with abs.
That's confirmed.
Yeah, that nigga did something.
He did something. Well, okay. Here's the thing. I'm not gonna say that he wasn't working out, whatever. But if it was room, whatever, they were saying that nigga got his abs done, and I'm saying if he did, he probably felt like
he feels more confident. And it might not have anything to do with women. It might.
Okay, and that's the thing. Sometimes it don't got nothing to do with a man or how it's like you want to do it, and that's fine. But in the situations where it's like, I think most of it is like somebody not telling them that they beautiful how they are. That's all I'm saying.
Speaking on these surgeries, man, and things that people are doing to feel some certain type of way, we seen Safaree's. He announced that he's actually going into skin bleaching now, and he dropped a photo of him in his progress, but he said that he is undergoing skin bleaching. How do y'all feel about that?
Let that man do what he want. I don't know. I just been seeing like a whole Safaree hate train just lately, like or not even a hate train, but
not even
like,
lately though. Like niggas been on his ass for a minute.
Like
now.
videos resurfacing with like him and Nicki, like she really did not like him when they were together. I was just like, damn.
I feel like somebody said they're like when Safaree and Nicki when they saw them together, they didn't even know that Safaree was her man. Like they thought that was the gay best friend.
Bro, she was literally on Tim Westwood. And they was Tim Westwood was asking
but hold on, that ain't nothing on topic though.
Like,
but
bruh.
How y'all feel about this skin bleaching though?
Yeah, like with the skin bleaching, I'm not surprised. I mean,
speak on what you was saying.
Yeah, because my family's Trinidadian, and Safaree, from what I know of, is a Jamaican, and so y'all should follow him. That nigga funny on story, but on Instagram. But yeah, like in that culture, or necessarily in that country, in Jamaica, it's not like unheard of to get your skin bleached. Vibes Cartel, one of the most popular there is, currently
free that man.
Right, currently in jail. You know, he got his skin bleached as well, and it's not even about like. It is about being a lighter complexion. I'm not gonna say that, but like, it's important in that culture to like feel like, I guess.
I think it's because light skins are more rare in Jamaica, so it's like makes them feel different.
Yeah,
like,
and especially during like a certain time, like during the 70s and stuff, like you'll see more dark skins and like light skins, and like actually dark skins were more in favor. That was like what men were more attracted to, and then it adjusted as it did in the US. You know, it adjusts in a way, and so. Yeah, with that, I mean, it's not unheard of. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. It's like similar to a BBL. It's similar to getting your abs done.
I always looked at it as kind of like insecurity, like you ashamed of your blackness. But, you know, the way y'all put it, like, you know, same thing with the BBLs. I can't judge if a woman want to go and get her BBL, you know, I'm all for it. But if a nigga wants to bleach his skin, you know, who am I to judge at the end of the day?
And he like brown skin, so I mean, I was surprised to see.
I was like, he was
wasn't even
already
dark.
kind of light.
Yeah, I was surprised to see that, but it is what it is.
Man, speaking on it, no, it's a whole nother thing. But we seen OnlyFans recently, and they came out and said that they're not gonna, you know, they're trying to go more towards business management. They want more advertisers. They want more business. They're gonna go away from the adult content and you know, some of the things that got them famous. So, you know, a lot of y'all women that I know that be on them OnlyFans start looking for start looking for another pay, because, you know, they might be taking y'all shit down.
I don't think they're gonna be able to rebrand.
Yeah, not everything.
No, they already got a name in that area in adult content, so like they can't. There's no way they're gonna be able to shut all that down and then just. I mean, they can, but I don't know if it'll be as successful. You know,
as they think.
Man, I think if there's a will, there's a way. And with these apps out there, everything. Excuse me.
What?
You just roll your eyes.
No.
Oh Lord.
Like I said, there's a will.
Trying to come at me.
I mean,
that Trinidadian almost came out.
Dread is all up in here, or some flakes or something.
I'll turn into a rude boy on you.
There you go.
I'm just fucking with you. I love you, dude.
But yeah, I mean, I think that you know, if OnlyFans is saying that, there's definitely already, as we're speaking, there's probably another. You know, people out there trying to do something better, trying to make money. It's always about money.
OnlyFans was like the same thing as Patreon, where it's like it really started where just like content creators could like put out exclusive like content. So like if somebody maybe wanted to put like songs that they didn't put on their album or like different vlogs, that's what they use. That's what But when you hear OnlyFans now, it's porn. Like. That's what you think of. Like Patreon is just the same. It's the same thing. I think
OnlyFans is like maybe a step up from porn, but
no, it's like it's right below.
It's not always porn.
It's not always, but when you
like,
you hear
can you
OnlyFans,
pick and choose who you want on it and on your like subscriber lists and stuff?
Yeah, you can.
Like who you want to subscribe to?
Yeah, well, like who you want to watch your videos or images.
Once they pay the money, they in.
Oh, so
I mean, you can block them.
Yeah, but if they pay for your shit.
But it
tells you each person who paid for what, who subscribed to you. It tells you all that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just feel because there's people who's bought houses and cars off this OnlyFans stuff, who's really making a living. So for them to just cancel it out of nowhere, it's like, I not cancel it, but kind of just trying to remodel out of nowhere. It's like,
man, Bella Thorne got what 2 million like a 24 hours, bro. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, they said she was scamming though.
Did you buy Bella Thorne?
Why the fuck? I don't buy
OnlyFans.
I mean, they say Bella Thorne is the most. I remember I was talking about this with somebody.
What?
The most attractive. Like they like Bella Thorne, her emo stage. Like they like it. And
Bella Thorne has always been pretty to me, but I'm not.
See, I don't really get the hype with her, but
nah, she not all that.
Like, shit, bro. Porn is free, bro.
Yeah, I mentioned I said that some on my story like a year ago or something, man. I said shout out to all the OnlyFans women getting money on these
but
niggas.
I feel like
and most of them
OnlyFans is because like men have a certain like, ooh, I want her so bad, like a certain girl, and so they can get that through OnlyFans. Like porn stars is easily accessible.
But if you go to their Twitter, some of the snippets on there right there.
That's the thing about the OnlyFans is like, okay, like porn stars is everywhere. I don't know this person. I can see the girl in the front row of me butt naked on the screen. I want her OnlyFans. Like you can see people you know.
I get that, but no, I'm cool.
That's why I'm just saying why they.
That's when like I don't like a lot of people like to like call certain shit simping. That's simping. Mm-hmm. I'm cool.
That's simping.
Yeah. Like when people be like, oh, a dude being a good guy is simping. Like no, that's not simping. That's simping. You so pressed to see one girl, and you gonna pay for this.
That's kind of like paying for sex. Like you should never pay for no pussy.
I'm cool, bro. Why?
I mean, I don't agree with that.
Paying for sex?
Yeah, like what you just said, how it's kind of like the same. I think it's a very big fine line.
Well, I mean, to me, it's like, yeah, it's kind of in the same boat. It's like you shouldn't pay. Like I feel like a nigga who would pay for OnlyFans would pay for pussy.
I don't know. I don't.
But
agree.
sometimes, like a lot of niggas pay for pussy. Like Lil Baby was paying for the pussy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He was buying. He spent $10K on the bitch. You know what I'm saying? And he got exposed. So you know, rappers be doing that. It's nigga hoopers. So a lot of celebs be paying for escorts. So
man, young boy paying his maid fucking $75,000 a year.
What? I swear I ain't know that.
That's just crazy.
But nah, we ain't doing that.
No, you know, Saweetie made a comment earlier this week talking about pretty girl privilege and how it might not be all it's cracked up to be. Clip rolling, man.
Given, but it's definitely pretty privileged. Right. But it's just like, but for me, honestly, throughout my whole life, me pretty was kind of like it was a way, it was kind of, how do I say this? It wasn't a privilege for me. I was judged. Rumors were made up about me. And it was kind of always working against me. And it's just like, for me, I never thought of pretty as glamorizing my existence as a human being. So when I say pretty physique, I'm not talking about your face. I'm talking about your aura. I'm talking about your energy. Right, okay. I'm talking about your self-esteem. You got pretty energy? Yeah. And nobody want no stank, ugly energy. And there are some pretty people.
So, I don't know. It's a little...
How y'all feel about that, lady?
I'll let y'all go on that.
I respect what she said, but that's not what pretty girl privilege is. Pretty girl privilege is you got a pretty face. Like, you're pretty. So a man sees you and he gonna be like, I'm gonna do this for you because you're pretty. That's what pretty girl privilege is. I love that she's trying to change it to something else or whatever, I guess. But
yeah, she was trying to lay it sweet for us, for like us like listeners out there. But definitely, it's all about the face. I mean,
how do y'all feel about her saying that sometimes being pretty works against you?
She was addressing like, if she was addressing before, she's addressing like women hating because she's pretty. And so she's saying like, oh, because I'm pretty, like girls would make up stuff about me or whatever. I don't know if that's works against her in any way. Like that's just what comes with being pretty. Like girls gonna be mad that you're pretty.
And also, like, adding on to that, like, on the male's perspective, the way they looked at her, which I can understand, but, like, you got to know and to, like, let them niggas know what's up. But, like, I can understand what she was saying, how, you know, they would look at her different in a certain way. Like, maybe she could be, like, an escort kind of thing, you know. So,
assume she was a hoe or something.
Yeah, assume she's a hoe. If you got, like, big hips and, like, nice boobs, like, people be assuming that you a hoe for real. And so I understand what she's saying, but there's also a lot of advantages being pretty. So
yeah, exactly. Her trying to make it seem like it was a burden on her that she's pretty.
Yeah, like you got to where you're at because of the way you look. Like, not because you're a good rapper. So
I agree.
Nah, I can't. That's what I'm saying. They say
niggas be saying Saweetie ain't got the bars like that, bro.
She don't got the bars. I swear to God, I think about that bar all the time. When she said on that Mulatto song, she was like, I take an ACT, and then she was like, I need to take a SAT, but it didn't go. Y'all know what bar I'm talking about?
But I mean, it's bro. Weezy F baby, and the F is for phenomenal. Come on now. And we let that slide, but it's all right. But we you know, I'm not.
I mean, but it's Weezy. We know what he meant. You know, nigga care.
You comparing Saweetie to Bow.
I'm not.
Here we go.
We gonna let that one slide for Weezy.
Whatever.
Man, but we gonna end this on a serious note, man. Derek Chauvin, the police officer who killed George Floyd, was recently sentenced to 22 and a half years.
Man, throw away the key, bro.
I feel like it wasn't enough, man. So I'm gonna let y'all go first.
I feel like they should have thrown away the key, but you know.
I feel like I'm just like in the middle with it because I'm satisfied as far as like, I'm happy that years from now, it's not going to be another movie about how it was some white man who, you know, killed a black man and got away with it. Like, it's too many movies like that. I don't want to see no more. I don't want history repeating itself. So even the fact for him going to jail and getting what he got was like, I feel like it's just a step towards something. So it was just like, I know he should be in there for life, but it's just like, we get in there. We advance into some extent, I feel like. That's just me.
Yeah. I would I would agree with that as well. Just because, I mean, 22, how old is he? Like in his late.
They say he's like 45 or something.
He'd be like 60 something. I mean, I think that either way you put it, the police, like any type of law enforcement, military, Navy, you know, whatever it is, they're always going to take care of you. And so, like, even though it was a circumstance that's like unforgivable, like at the same time I don't think they could have done more than that. I think there's always more to the fucking story.
Definitely could have done
and
more. Even
the thing with Brianna, like there's definitely more to the story, and like they can't, like, I don't know, our system's just fucked.
Tons of white police officers, white people of authority who has taken advantage or killed our black people and gotten away with it, and like he in jail regardless of if he live in
he ain't gonna be in general pop
area.
though.
Even if he ain't, he's sitting in a cell by himself thinking to himself what he did at that time. And who am I to say, like, who am I to say his family feel like that's some type of justice for them? They feel happy about that. Like his daughter feels happy. Like his brother, you know, was crying that's certain, like that he even got something. So those people who lost that man feel like that they're satisfied. Who am I to judge?
That there's some sort of justice.
Yeah, who am I to be like that's not enough? Like they feel like that gives them closure. Then,
and
if that was your uncle, would you feel that was enough?
Him going to jail, period. I would be amazed that he went to jail, period.
Yeah.
To be honest, I would be amazed.
And they probably based that time period, that 20 years, 22 years. They probably based that off of like whatever achievements he had done beforehand, or like the actual like righteous way to do things. And that's why he got what he got.
I feel like
they got money. I know the money don't mean nothing, but they got money and he went to jail. So they got.
Money can't replace a person.
Money can't replace a person, but to be honest, like putting them in a better situation for them to do something, they can use that money towards, you know, changing the system. You know, they can do, you know, being helpful towards people that, you know, are on the streets, whatever they want to do with it. They can make a big impact with that money that they get.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it could be a bigger thing for George Floyd. Like, his name is set going to be, you know, in history for forever. And they could do something big with that.
I feel like it was all a setup because they knew they had to give him something or we was going to riot. Mm-hmm. So I feel like they all charged him on. He got charged on all 4 counts. And we know everybody assumed it was going to be a while before he was going to come away. And they kind of snuck the news in. Like, it wasn't no big thing. We had sentencing. It was kind of like a sneaky thing, like 22 and a half years. So I feel like really they wanted to let him off. But they knew if they let him off, we was going to go crazy.
But
like,
did y'all see when he, sorry to cut you off, but y'all see when he addressed the like public and the family and stuff, and he was like,
Derek Chauvin.
And he was like, "Oh, there's more gonna be to the story. Y'all find that out later, whatever."
Shut your ass,
bro. You literally, this man literally killed this man, and the whole world witnessed. This is not the first.
We seen Tay-K get 55 years.
I'm not saying
bro.
that he didn't do, like, he wasn't wrong.
We seen drug dealers get life. We seen you get in a RICO case, you could get life, and they ain't even kill nobody. So I'm like 22, bro. Like,
22, and that's it. But you giving niggas the key. You throwing away the key.
He don't even have to do the 22. He just got to do it.
Exactly. You got good behavior. You can go home in 15.
Like I said, he ain't even gonna be in general pop. He about to be in freaking PC, protective custody, and he gonna be chilling in there.
If you notice just the history of black people and African Americans in this country, its progress is always slow. It's never a big jump. So, you know, we got some people, you know, we take what we can get from right now. But I feel like, you know, it is definitely a win. But I feel like, you know, white America, they not always gonna give us something. It's gonna be little baby steps, one at a time. So I feel like they just gave us what they could right now, but that's it.
I just feel like it was, like you said, that was the bare minimum.
Yeah, 22, and you got it on all 4 counts. So I was like 22. But
yeah, that was the bare minimum, but he got something. I know too many movies where they ain't get nothing.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, this ain't the first situation. Damn sure ain't gonna be the last.
Absolutely.
And it's still happening.
Yeah. Absolutely not. But I mean, I feel like it's a little bit of like, you think as a police officer, you want to go to jail, period? Do you want to go to jail, period? Do you want to send? Like, I'm saying, like, that should be something, like, to think on now. Like, this man did go to jail for something. Like, do you want to go to jail for, even if it's 7 years? Don't nobody want to go to jail. I don't want to go to jail for 2 days. Like,
yeah,
you know
but as big as it was, I think they definitely should have done more, because it's like, you're right about that. Like, you don't want to go to jail, but for him to get let off so easy, like, that's an easy sentence for me, especially because this has been dragging in the media, and then with the reformation of the police program, didn't it start off of that, and then it was Breonna, Jordan, and then Breonna,
and they ain't even done nothing with her killers yet, have they?
And no,
they got off.
They ain't gonna do nothing with them.
Like, one thing they gonna take care. They gonna take care of law enforcement.
Like, as a black person, just in general, we can't be in your own home.
Yeah.
Like,
and then they had the nerve to charge the boyfriend with attempted murder. They dropped the case, but like, damn. Even the it was somebody who recorded. I want to say maybe Eric Gardner. The police officer got off, but the guy who recorded the event, he's in jail.
Like, it makes no sense.
Crazy.
And to me at this point, it's kind of like just blatant. Like, we do not give a fuck. The system is flawed. The system.
I mean, we know that. We been on that.
Yeah. Anything y'all want to say before we get up out of here, man? We right under the hour mark.
I'll let the ladies go first. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for having me, Ryan.
Yeah, no problem.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
Yep, it's always a good time. If you're not from Houston, you know, come through, show you a good time, and, you know, vibes up.
Facts.
We outside.
On God, we is. Corona
outside.
over.
Whoa,
Corona was never in Houston for y'all.
Nah, we been outside.
Nah, I ain't gonna. Nigga was in the crib. Y'all tripping. Corona's still here. You wildin'.
And any guest appearances, you know, y'all know who to contact Ryan Leatch, and you know, we can talk about some.
Getting them DMs.
On me though, like I said though, you know, I'm glad to be back on the show. Glad to, you know, run this back, bro. It's been a minute, bro. I missed it. But, you know, I'm going to try to put out an episode every week for y'all, bro. So, according to my schedule, I'm going to see how it go. But, you know, you got something to say? We out of here.
Shit, everybody just be safe, you know. Corona is not over. Just be safe, bro. Because, you know, just in general, just be safe.
And with that, we gone.
Yes, sir.